caz tutkusu. Hazırlayan ve sunan Hülya Tunçay.
NTV Radyo'dan güzel bir gün dileklerimizde merhaba.
If I should write a book for you, that brought me fame and fortune too, that book would be like my heart, my soul and me, dedicated to you. If I should paint a picture too that showed the loveliness and the brilliance of you, that art would be like my heart and me, dedicated to you, to you, because your love is the beacon that lights up my way. To you, because with you I know a lifetime could be just one heavenly day. If I should find one twinkling star, one half as wondrous as you are, that star would be like my heart and me, dedicated to you. Hopgood. To you, for your love is the beacon of light that brightens up my day. With you, I know I'd live a lifetime of love in a heavenly way. Every heavenly day. find one lucky star, one half as lucky as you are. That star would be like my heart and me, dedicated to you, all for you. Dedicated to you, all for you and given to you. To you.
Dedicated to You. Sammy Cahn ve Saul Chaplin'in 1936 yılı Night Bu Gözde şarkısını Lawrence Hapgood'un düzenlemesi ve Kurt Eling'in yorumuyla dinledik. Piyano solosunu da Hapgood yapıyordu. Parça Eling'in 2009 yılına ait aynı adlı albümünde yer alıyordu. John Coltrane ve Johnny Hartman'ın 1963 yılındaki efsane albümünü anma amacıyla yayınlanmıştı. Eling ayrıca bu albümüyle 2010 yılında ilk Grammy ödülünü kazandı. 53 yaşındaki Chicago'lu usta şarkıcı 11 kez Grammy'ye aday oldu. Son olarak Secrets Are The Best Stories albümüyle ikinci Grammy ödülünü kazandı. Kilise korosunda yetişen Eling'in esin kaynağı ise Mel Torme. Secrets Are The Best Stories albümüne gelince 3 Nisan 2020'de yayınlandı. Bu başarılı albüme emeği geçen diğer yorumcularsa en başta Panama'dan akustik ve Rhodes piyanoda Danilo Perez, alto saksafonda Miguel Zenon, gitarda Chico Pinheiro, basta Clark Summers, davulda Jonathan Blake, vurma çalgılarda Rogerio Bocato ve Roman Diaz. Albümden önce Jaco Pastorius'un Continuum adlı bestesini Eling'in yazdığı sözlerle A Certain Continuum olarak dinliyoruz.
Because there's a mystery, an enigma. There's a memory, oh so slight. There's a message in the mirror that will flicker to a spark of light, turn the dark into sight. Questions about love are as old as everything that's ever been. Questions linger on until the end. There's a ribbon in the river that is running through your heart. There's a whisper in the water with the wisdom to impart. Restart, be your own work of art. Questions about life are as old as everything that's ever been. Questions linger on until the end. every moment. Questions about love are as old as everything that's ever been. Questions linger on until the end. There's a ribbon in the river that is running through your heart. There's a whisper in the water with the wisdom to impart. Restart, be your own work of art.
Kurt Elling'in Secrets Are The Best Stories albümünden dinledik bu Jaco Pastorius bestesine. Elling'in sözleriyle A Certain Continuum. 63. Grammy Müzik Ödülleri'nde en iyi caz vokal albümü seçilen albümü dinlemeye devam ediyoruz. Müzik Danilo Perez, sözler Elling ve işte Gratitude.
Just as sunlight casts a shadow, the first shade of another day, interrupted in his sleep, still in half a dream, nettled into a waking, wishing light away, drinking his cup of coffee, puzzling what he wants to say. The evening before he tried to tell it, he'd showed off all his ecstatic truths, and wine had encouraged his brain. He'd gone to bed long before the point was proved, and risen deep in the night to walk, to wander under stars and time and again. He'd wished then that his children had come walking with him to wonder at stars until they grew dim, sharing the thoughts that spin him like butterflies trapped within him. thinks himself unlucky. This someone who has eyes to see, who finds stars when wanting stars, who can sing the moon, someone whose feet get sandy in the hidden dunes, someone who knows the ocean, who does what he has to do. He still thinks his mind is full of tangles, whose mind to him just a mangle is, and who thinks his poem's a mess, even though he tells the truth long before the point is proved, and rises deep in the night to write, to wander until light, and fly words like kites, whose children share their father's inner intuition, to sing to the moon. I think maybe soon somebody ought to tell him, maybe we ought to tell him something he ought to know. Something he ought to know. Something his poems show.
Kurt Elling'i 63. Grammy Müzik Ödülleri'nde en iyi caz vokal albümü seçilen Secrets Are The Best Stories albümünde son kez bir Danilo Perez bestesinde dinliyoruz. Beloved. Perez'in 2019 yılında yaşamını yitiren yazar Toni Morrison'ın anısına yazdığı parçanın sözleri Elling'e ait. Piyanoda Perez, alto saksafonda Miguel Zenon, basta Clark Summers, davulda Jonathan Blake.
I have but four, the treasures of my spirit, laying like doves all around my heart. In memory they soar, but only I can see it, gone as with love, since we've been torn apart. The oldest was a girl, curious of eye and gentle she. The next was a boy, mighty, mighty. Then came along a boy who brought us laughter, and finally the babe, safe in her mother's arms, and each was a joyful gift of God. wings of my heart to swim through the ice across the Ohio's frozen bridge of hope. The sky that held the bright northern star was as cold as the frigid sea. We rushed over open fields and hidden woods crowded with feeble trees. In fears and tears and whispered hymns and prayers to find where some safe place might be. Dangerous bargains were entered then, signed with my finger the bloody pen, scared of the smuggling men, prayed and then prayed again. Bloodthirsty dogs gave raging chase. Judea's refuge cities had power to shelter, shield, and save. Even Rome had altars, 'neath whose shade might crouch the wan and weary slave. But Ohio had no sacred fane to human rights so consecrated, where thou mayest shield thy hapless ones from their darkly gathering fate. And so I pleaded for strength enough to strike a blow for freedom. Oh Lord, transfigure us. Knowing we would soon be seeing heaven made my heart a shining flame. A torchlight with God. became nothing. They burned up their place in the night. Now they're with God, surrounded by the angels. Someday I'll see my doves once again, with all of the heavenly host.
Blow It. Müziğini Danilo Perez, sözlerini Kurt Elling'in yazdığı parça Secrets Are The Best Stories albümünde yer alıyordu. Elling bu albümüyle 2. Grammy ödülünü kazandı. Ben Hülya Tunça, yeniden buluşmak dileğiyle.
Caz tutkusu sona erdi. Programın tüm bölümlerini ntvradio.com.tr adresindeki podcast sayfamızdan dinleyebilirsiniz.